Hey everyone, it's Chris here. This is just a really quick, or it's intended to be a really quick video. I'm showing off this deck. Now, whether I end up putting this up or not, I don't know because I'm actually holding my phone to record this video. So I might end up deciding that, it's just a bit too rustic for my liking. So we'll see what happens. But I got this Fournier Tarot de Marseille. Basically, I've been doing this Marseille. This Marseille get together on Zoom on Saturdays with Justin and other people from the Barely Balanced Divination Den. Everyone's welcome to this, by the way, and the details are on the Facebook group Barely Balanced Divination Den. We can meet up on a Saturday, usually at 6 p.m. UK time. And yeah, we just kind of talk Marseille. So we do. We usually kind of learn by doing. We pull some cards and we see what they're saying to us. Um, Yeah, I've got the Marseilles that I've got, all of them, it occurred to me that all of my Marseilles are kind of ones that I want to keep good. They're either vintage or, they're out of production or they're decks that I've maybe paid a wee bit more for, like, for example, the Triomphe de la Luna. And I didn't actually have just a kind of, you know, a wee cheapy Tarot de Marseille that I can just kind of riffle shuffle, throw it about, shove it in a bag, do anything, just basically just use the hell out of it, and it doesn't matter if it gets banged up. So that was the purpose of this. This was £9.99 off Amazon, and yeah, that was really why I got it. Now, so this is what the cards look like. These are the backs. Um, I probably should have put this phone on my holder now, but we're a bit late, so never mind. These are the backs of the cards. Really nice deck. I'm really kind of appreciating the colours. These are some of the... Oh, it's upside down. These are some of the cards. As you can see, it's shuffled already because, as I'm about to show you, I've done my interview spread with it, and that's really what I wanted to share with you. So yeah, the minors are colour coded. And just I love look at that moon card, look at all the colours in it. I really love the use of colour in this deck. Look at the world, look at the wreath. So yeah, that's the deck, and this is my interview spread that I did. So now I'm going to try and remember what the spread positions mean and take you through them all. So the first card up at the top left, this was, tell me about yourself essentially. So I got the Seven of Pentacles, and it's funny because in Saturday's kind of session we were talking about the Seven of Pentacles, and how it's this idea of growth from stability, and in particular if you look at how the Pentacles are arranged, um, you've got your kind of stable happy place and the Four Pentacles down here, and then all of a sudden you've got this Pentacle that kind of stands out right in the middle, and you can see that the foliage kind of, the way it grows round it, basically the idea here is you can either use this pentacle as, it was Mendy that said this to me actually, so I have to kind of give credit to Mendy for this, but you can either choose to use this pentacle as like kind of leverage to grow further from, so you can see the plants are kind of growing around it here. And they can either use that pentacle to kind of strengthen the base, and as always when I'm filming a video, my screens kind of go on standby. Yeah, they can use the pentacle to grow further from, or it can hinder them, So it's this idea of kind of being forced to grow. You're in your happy place with the four, and then you're having to grow further from that. That can be a really good thing, or it can be a really bad thing, or it can be something that seems like a bad thing that turns out to be a good thing. So it's really what you make of it. So yeah, I mean that's essentially what this deck is. I'm either going to be able to use it as to really strengthen my progression, in what I'm doing, which is obviously kind of like everybody else, learning the tarot and trying to further myself as a tarot reader, or it can halt me altogether. And I think it's really up to me to make the difference there. Your strengths. So again, we're talking about this stability. We've got the Eight of Wands. So it's basically strength is to be used as like a kick-off point. You're using that real strong base to achieve new heights. Push yourself further than you ever thought possible. And I think that's if we make the most out of what it says about itself, then That's where its strength comes in as a real kind of stable standing point, to be able to achieve new heights from. Weaknesses, so we've got this kind of Five of Wands, which is like the conflict of the kind of competition type card. You know, if you stack, I feel as though what the deck's saying to me is if I stack it up against another deck, you know, for example, if I stack it up against, here we've got the everyday enchantment, you know, it's saying, yeah, you know, if you're going to compare me to decks like that, I don't have like full scenes and pictures and stuff, you know. Maybe I'm not as like kind of artistically beautiful as a deck like this. So if you're going to compare me in that way, then you know, yeah, I am going to fall short. That would be a weakness. But as a deck in my own right, you know, that's where my strengths really come in. This the La Roue de Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm trying to remember now what that card was. I can't, so I'm going to move on. This is how to work with me in order to achieve the best outcome, how to work and interact with the deck. And the Ace of Cups, if anyone's heard me read about the Ace of Cups before, I really see it as, you know, it's a root as the potential, you know. We've got that kind of connection to the unconscious and connection to ourselves that we all look for in a tarot deck, but the Ace really kind of brings home the potential, you know. It's only the start, you know. I'm just a pack of cards that's just fresh out of the pack. Um, you know, it's up to you to then build on that, to kind of build the relationship up and really work with me in order to achieve what we can and achieve the most. And then for the outcome is really nice to kind of next to that, we've got the Queen of Cups. And that really is, you know, the Queen is like the water. You know, the Queen of Cups is the water of water. So it's this idea of really being able to kind of harness and, you know, encourage that connection with the deck and therefore with myself and my own unconscious, and being able to kind of really further my own spiritual development through use of this. It's really annoying me that I can't remember what this Wheel of Fortune, what the position meant, and of course I'm going to remember it as soon as I finish this video. But just generally talking about the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about, you know, there's ups and downs, you know, you can't be in control of everything. The real kind of lesson in life isn't to try and control everything, it's actually to be able to just enjoy the experience and learn from the experience, really. Make every experience meaningful to you. You know, whether it's the, you know, enjoying and getting pleasure out of the positive parts of life, or whether it's learning from the negatives. So although I can't remember what the position means, it's still quite a nice card in the overall spread. So that was my interview spread with this deck, guys. And again, that's the deck, some of the cards from the deck, and that was the box. Sincere apologies for the, you know, the poor cameramanship. Hopefully it's not too annoying and it doesn't make anybody feel a wee bit queasy. You can let me know if it's really bad, and I can always look at taking it down. But do let me know in the comments what you think. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.